You should be able to see it on your business
Yes.
page. So today we have an amazing, amazing guest all the way from California. Her name is Danielle Stern, and she's going to tell us everything about herself. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for being in our special series of young women entrepreneurs and also people helping people, because we'll find out that you are helping people one person at a time. So Danielle, the floor is yours. Tell us about yourself.
Well,
Welcome.
my name is Danielle Stern. I'm a nutritionist, holistic health coach, and co-founder of Food Mood Gratitude. I am very, very happy to be here today. Um, I work one-on-one with specifically women working on how they can create a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. I've dedicated my work to helping women just feel more confident in their skin, simplifying nutrition, and making it as stress-free and also exciting. There's nothing more empowering than being in control of your body and feeling good in your skin. So that's what I love to do. And I'm so happy to be here today.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And when did you start? Did you study? Did you go through
Yeah.
preparation? What type of yes
I
studies did you do?
started my degree in health coaching and I went and studied that for a year or so through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And then during my studies there, I realized that I wanted to take my education to the next level. I loved that I was getting such a holistic nutrition education from there, but I found myself really fascinated with the science of nutrition as well. So I went on to get my master's degree in nutrition from American University.
Oh wow, you have a master's. Wow, I didn't know. That's
Really?
amazing. And now, what would you say are the components that make up the overall health?
Yes, great question. So I don't think there's one right answer for this. I personally believe that there's multiple factors that make up health, starting with your nutrition. So, what you choose to feed your body with, physical activity. How are you moving your body every day? Do you like to exercise? Are you more of a walker, a hiker? I think finding relationships and having people who really support you in your health journey. And then also stress management. Um, we're all coming into contact with stress every single day. We're living in a very unprecedented time right now. So how we choose to manage our stress and yeah, and I think those are the main ones. And also sleep. So sleep quality is really, really important. Most people are not getting enough sleep and it's impacting all of their daily functions. So I would say those
Absolutely.
ones.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And now what is it? Because sometimes we hear this word holistic, holistic. What does it mean? What does it mean to take a holistic approach?
Yes, I get this question a lot. So I believe it's taking into consideration the whole person and not just focusing on one body part or one ailment. Because a lot of the times, in order to get to the root cause of the problem, you have to look at several different things like your lifestyle, your movement, your stress. There's so many different factors that go into it. And that's why when I work with clients, I look at the whole picture.
Wow. So it's all connected. I mean, you
It's
can't just
all
fix one thing and then the other one is no, it's all connected, and you take care of all the aspects, and that's
yeah.
very so
Sometimes
now what yes, go ahead.
yeah, when you just focus on one part of the body, you end up missing something else that can be so highly correlated and you don't even realize, such as obesity and stress management are highly, highly correlated. So I always like to ask my clients, like, what do you do to manage your stress if you have a busy job or you're a home taker and caring for a family? Like, how do you manage that on a day-to-day basis?
Wow. And what do you do? You do yoga? What type of exercise
So
or mind meditation? Do you do these things too?
yes, I don't think you have to do all of them, but I love to meditate, and it's really helped me over the years just stay grounded and manage my stress. And also yoga. My partner is a yoga instructor, so I do believe that it is such a great way to release stress and also just get your body moving and the blood flowing. So I would
Yeah,
say those help
those
me.
two things. Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody um, has to choose at least one
Yes, you
activity to release
don't.
stress in a healthy way. Yes. Now, as far as the diet, okay, I have this question that I read it and I was like, it's a very good question. Now, does dessert
Yeah,
fall into a well balanced diet? Because
yeah.
many times I'm like, I have a sweet tooth and I fall into it. Tell me.
So I am such a lover of dessert. I'm not planning on giving it up anytime soon, but I do believe there are ways where you can healthify your desserts, so to speak. A lot of the times, these processed sugars can be really detrimental to our body, but you don't have to give up the things you love. If you love a warm chocolate chip cookie or like a nice chocolate chip muffin or something, I challenge you and encourage you to get in the kitchen and see if you can healthify it yourself. I love using alternative ingredients like almond flour instead of white flour, or coconut sugar instead of regular sugar. And it allows me to still satisfy my sweet tooth, but in a way that's not going to be as damaging to my body.
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, almond flour. I never heard of almond
Yeah,
flour.
yeah,
That's new to me. Wow,
yeah,
that's
purely just made out of almonds.
wow, and I love almonds. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna look into that. That's a very, very good tip. Now, what are like one or two actionable tips that everyone can do to improve their health?
yeah.
You already mentioned something that was really, it seems simple, but it's very, very, very good tip to look at the ingredients that you actually choose to make
Yeah.
desserts. Yeah, but maybe
Yes.
there are more tips. Tell us, we want to know as many as you can, but give us one or two.
Well, going off the ingredients, I'm a firm believer in be your own nutrition investigator. The next time you're at the supermarket, really read what the ingredients are. Ideally, you want to be looking for ingredients that are whole food ingredients and minimal ingredients. So, not a laundry list of ingredients in one bar. Look for things that you could also actually pronounce. There's so many ingredients on these lists that you can't even say the full word. And that's how you know it's probably not that good for you. Um, so definitely be your own nutrition investigator, read the labels. And if you don't understand something, Google it right there. Most of the time it'll give you your answer, and it'll probably be a chemical or a thickening agent or binding ingredient that's not a real food. And then,
Wow, I believe in what you're saying completely, 100%. And many people don't do it. Many people don't read the labels. And the
no,
simpler, the less ingredients there are, the better, right?
absolutely.
And the more natural, I mean, closer to nature, the better.
Yes, yes. You want to think of it as like, is it a real whole food? And if it's not, okay, is it only 1 to 3 ingredients, or are we looking at like 20 ingredients? Because then I would maybe suggest putting it down and finding something that's maybe just in its real form. Instead of like an apple bar, just go get a regular apple.
Exactly. Get back to the root, nature
Yeah.
directly.
And then
And
the
yes,
step
the second one.
is probably, if you could make one change to your diet or improve your diet in any way, it's adding dark leafy greens in. They are a freaking powerhouse vegetable. They are so great for detoxifying the liver, boosting your immune system, making your skin glow, and also helping to combat a lot of chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity. So I always recommend my clients getting anywhere from 3 to 4 cups of dark leafy greens every single day.
Wow. And what are your favorites? What are your
Oh,
favorite
what favorites?
dark green?
I love kale. And they have so many different types of kale: purple kale, green kale, red kale. I love arugula, taking some Swiss chard and sauteing it with some pine nuts. So I don't discriminate. I love every type of dark leafy green.
Wow, wow. And I love kale too. And I didn't know they had purple one, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
look into it. Yes, that's nice. Now, what is a good morning routine to start your day on a healthy note for you?
great question. So I'll say what works for me. And hopefully you guys can take something from that, but you don't have to follow it exactly. So the first thing I always do when I wake up is rehydrate my body. And I do that with some warm water with a little squeeze of lemon. So I'll just take like an 8-ounce cup, steep it, put some squeeze of lemon in it, and it kind of just kickstarts my digestion for the day. You also get a dose of vitamin C from the lemon, and it's a great way to kind of get your bowels going. It's actually a natural laxative. So if any of you struggle with having to go to the bathroom, it's a great way to help get things going.
Wow, that's nice.
After, after that, I would say I personally love taking a probiotic every day to really improve my digestion and my gut microbiome. So I love the Seed Symbiotic.
Mm.
It's a combination of a probiotic and a prebiotic. So you get a nice amount of good gut bacteria every day. Then from there, I would say at that point, I'm always making sure that I have a bowel movement before I have breakfast, before I put anything else in my system. Because while you're sleeping, your colon is still doing a lot of work to digest whatever food you didn't break down from the day before. So you want to make sure you eliminate that before you start eating for the next day.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Definitely.
that.
And then, then I got to have my coffee. I am such a lover. I can't start my day without it. So I love having my black coffee with a scoop of collagen and maybe some cinnamon to sweeten it up a bit. And then lastly, it's time for breakfast. So I make sure that every morning I start my breakfast with some fiber, some healthy fat, and some protein.
We have a question from Facebook. Does it make a nutritional difference if you cook the greens versus eating them raw?
They are both highly nutritious. So it is your personal preference. Obviously, I love eating raw foods, but you're not going to lose nutritional value if you choose to eat them sauteed. The only difference I'll say is they usually get wilted down a lot quicker. So 1 cup of raw spinach is going to equate to like this much cooked. So I definitely encourage you, like, pile on the greens as much as you can while cooking. Oh, I can't hear you.
I have a mute. The cat is here and he's now. Can you talk a little bit about mindful eating?
Yes. I love mindful eating. For those of you who've never heard the term and you're like, what are these ladies talking about? Mindful eating is actually a form of meditation. And it's the idea of becoming aware of your food. Far too often, I find that people are so distracted while they're eating, like scrolling through Instagram, reading emails, watching TV, that you don't even realize that you just finished your whole plate of food. So I encourage people to slow down while they're eating and really bring awareness to your plate. What is the texture like? What is the taste like? Slow down and ask yourself, like, at what point am I no longer hungry? And then at what point am I full and I can stop eating? A lot of people are so programmed to just finish all the food that's on their plate, and they weren't even in tune with what they were eating. So I love mindful eating. Some ways you can practice it is even just putting the fork down in between bites can really slow you down. Chewing your food much more thoroughly could really help. And like I said, removing distractions is a big one. Your emails can wait those 10 minutes. The TV can be turned off for that little amount of time. So you could just really focus on the food.
That's wonderful. And it's very simple, but not some many people don't do it.
I
And
know.
it's a very, very good tip. Now, they're asking also on Facebook, what healthy fats do you recommend?
Yes, I love, love, love healthy fats, and there's so many different great ones. Avocado is probably one of my favorite. I love having it on my toast with eggs, or in a big dark leafy green salad. Olive oil, I could drink it. I love it so much. I use it in my breakfast and my lunch and my dinner. It is such a powerful, healthy fat. And for those of you who don't know, healthy fat is really important for our brain health. Our brain is made up of 60% fat, so we want to feed it fat. And also our hormones. It really helps keep things balanced and keep things regulated. Some other ones, nuts, seeds are great sources of healthy fats. I would say those four are probably my favorite.
Wow. And of course, you have the other type of fats, that we are supposed to stay
Yeah.
away from. And but in general, now, are you do you see a transition overall
Mm-hmm.
of the people moving towards a more plant-based diet in the past few years?
I do think because of the media and all of these diets that are being promoted, more people are moving that way. But then again, there's keto, and some people are going the opposite way. That's why I truly don't believe in diets. I believe in finding what works best for you and eating a well balanced diet of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, lean sources of protein, and healthy fat. Those are my 6 go to. And there's so many different ways that you can judge that and figure it out to work for you. There's no one diet that fits all. It's what works best for you.
Everybody's different.
Different.
Literally everybody is different. And
Yeah.
even though we're similar, but we need to adjust it to every person. So well, very interesting. I really find everything. Let me see if I have other questions here or anything else that you want to add. Oh, you have these special events, and we're going to put all the information where people can reach you in the
Yes.
post, if it's not here right away. But you post a lot in your page, right?
Yeah.
The
Follow on Instagram. My Instagram is Food Mood Gratitude. That's the name of my company. We're also on Facebook, and then our website is Food Mood Gratitude as well, where I'm always posting healthy recipes. You can learn more about my nutrition counseling programs there. And I also offer a free consultation for anyone that is interested in learning more about your personalized nutrition.
Wow, this is wonderful. We're gonna put all this on the post if it's not here
Yeah.
right now, and also you do some special events, right? With the
Yes.
virtual
Yeah.
special events that I want to know everything about it. So you're going to
Absolutely.
give us, yeah. Do you have something coming up?
Yeah, I have a partner who is a certified yoga instructor, and together we do a lot of corporate wellness events. So we'll go to companies and do nutrition talks, yoga classes, healthy cooking classes. And we are firm believers in that nutrition and movement are so highly correlated. You really can't talk about one without talking about the other. So that's why our mission is to show people how you can fill your life with both.
Beautiful. Well, keep us posted.
I
We
will.
want to know everything about all your events, especially if they're virtual, so we can, right now that we're getting the hang of this virtual thing,
Yeah.
everybody can be connected and follow you. Thank you so much, Danielle. You've been
Yeah.
very, very, very helpful. I hope people got some, interesting tips. And I wish you all the best in your
Thank
endeavor,
thank
and I hope to see you soon with your new
yes.
in
Being
your new
so
adventure. Okay.
yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much, and we'll see you very soon.
Yes.
Everyone, Danielle's
Bye.
turn. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye.